Hey guys, welcome back to Game Station Podcast. I'm your host, Tian Reams, or Coach Reams, and I'm here today with
I'm Zeke Gruber.
Let's Go. Today we're going to talk about mostly a WWE focus for the episode today. Talking about some of the big things going on in WWE.
Lots been happening.
100%. So without further ado, let's jump into the video.
Jump into it. We're gonna start off with the GOAT, the 17-time champion, John Cena. What do you think about it? Give me your opinion on it. He broke the record, right? 17-time champion.
Yeah, so he's definitely my GOAT. I will say that. I definitely think that the way WWE did it was wild. I don't think he should have won it at WrestleMania. Just because, I thought he would wait till Money in the Bank, win Money in the Bank, and then cash in since he is a heel now. You know what I'm saying? I feel like that storyline fits a little bit better with him being a heel rather than, he wins it semi-outright at WrestleMania and then holds it through Saturday night's main event. I do like the whole storyline with R-Truth that's going on, or that was going on before he got released, which that sucks because he's my GOAT, low-key. I love me some R-Truth.
You know what? Now that we brought this up, let me ask you: do you think he is genuinely done for, or do you think it's just a storyline thing that WWE is doing?
I think it could be both.
Broke the mic piece.
I think it genuinely could be both. I think his contract might be up, but also I think it's a way for them to sideline him because he's not like a main, you know what I mean? Mm-hmm. He's not that main guy that's, making main events and doing all this. Like, this is the first main event that he's ever done, and at Saturday night main event, you know what I'm saying? So, and he lost pretty terribly, not going to lie. So I think it could be part of the storyline, but also I think that he's just retiring or pretty close to retiring. And
he's one of the oldest wrestlers still active, I think John was really the only guy above him, honestly, and age-wise.
Yeah, and that's why the storyline went so well with R-Truth, I guess, because they do know each other from how many years they've been together in the WWE. So I think the storyline was really good, but I don't know if R-Truth is fully done or if it's just a ploy to tug on the emotions. Although I did see that some of the wrestlers that wore R-Truth shirts, like Monday, were getting told to change them.
Really?
Had to take them off because they didn't want. Yeah, so I think he's going to a different brand. Although if he does go to one of the other brands, which we're going to talk about later, he could have a little brand crossover. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. And make his way back into the WWE. So
and that is possible. But yeah, pretty crazy going on with R-Truth. But yeah, so back with Cena. Speaking of this, Money in the Bank, right? There's a lot going on with John right now. Obviously, at Saturday night's main event, he beat R-Truth, but at one point I believe Cody came out and Uso came out and Logan Paul came out, and now they're teaming Logan Paul and John Cena versus Cody Rhodes and Jey Uso. How do you feel about that? I know it's very mixed amongst the WWE right now.
I think that's just a way to push Logan Paul over, to be honest.
Really?
And Jey Uso. I don't like the storyline where Jey Uso's still the champ, correct?
Yeah.
I don't like the storyline where we're having one of our main champs be against the other main champ. You know what I'm saying? I just feel like that ruins it because you could play out so many more stories if you just keep them separate. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? So I don't like that. I think they're just trying to push him up, push Logan. I think they're just trying to push Logan Paul over, and it's. I love Logan Paul, right? I like watching him wrestle, but I don't think that's. I don't think he needs the John Cena to be in his corner. You know what I'm saying?
He doesn't need John to necessarily
Yeah, he doesn't need to push over.
Yeah, really. He kind of already has it, honestly, and he's kind of getting there slowly. Right? He's slowly been pushing him more and more and more. You know what I'm saying? So
for sure.
Anything else with Cena? What else? What else has been going on with him? That's really.
I don't know. I feel like Cena could lose the championship, or somebody's gonna try and cash in, and then The Rock could come in and help him out, or Logan Paul's gonna help him out. You know what I'm saying?
Or at this point,
whoever wins Money in the Bank. Yeah, I guess Travis Scott could come in and do some crazy stuff. See, if Travis Scott was like an everyday like performer at the WWE, I could see like that being okay and him being in the storyline a lot more. But the fact that he's just like a one-off here,
He
and
just
there,
made He just made a couple theme songs for the WWE, and that's like one match like ever.
right? That's what I'm saying. Like, brother, stop,
Yeah.
stop. Just go back to your day job of making music.
But yeah. I mean, I think it's funny when they put the celebrities in there, but I think they're not. They're just kind of like over exaggerating Travis Scott. Like
1,000%.
there's no way Travis Scott is gonna really, in a one-on-one fight, he would not beat Cody Rhodes in a fight. I'm just saying, like physique and everything. Cody is like 20 times bigger than that dude, and Cody isn't even one of the biggest dudes in the WWE. He's one of the smaller guys. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, 100%. So I definitely don't think he's got a shot. But now you put Tyrese Halliburton in there.
He's got a shot.
Put Pat McAfee in there, and he's winning.
Yep, absolutely.
100%.
He should have beat Gunther. He shouldn't have lost that fight.
That fight was crazy. I'm not gonna lie. I was really rooting for him, but man,
I mean, we all kind of knew walking into that match, it was gonna be very slim chance that Pat beats out of anybody Gunther. I mean, he's only ever lost to like 6 people.
yeah. So I mean,
Pat was not gonna be one of them.
but I was rooting for him for
Me
sure.
too. Me too. Absolutely love Pat. Still waiting on that invite. Anyway,
We're not gonna get it if the editing is ass
all right.
or slow.
Yeah, editor. You
Yeah,
hear that?
editor. I hate our editor. No, that's a joke. I like our editor, kind of, sort of. Anyway, let's move forward with the topics. So that's John Cena. He is the reigning, defending WWE champion, and he is the record holder now.
17-time champ, past Ric Flair. Yeah, Ric Flair's at 16.
I mean, is Randy Orton at 14 still?
14.
Because he lost, right?
He lost against John at Backlash.
Yeah, that was a bad match. I'm not going to lie.
I thought it had more potential.
Yeah, I don't. The whole storyline. Okay, I'm sorry. We're coming back into John Cena.
Yeah.
The whole storyline with him like ruining wrestling, he's doing a very good job at it, but it's really
working.
pissing me off.
Well, that's the point. It's working.
I know.
I know multiple people that have hated wrestling because of him.
And I really wish that we could have got like the classic Randy Orton, John Cena back and forth, dropping the championship to each other, rematching, dropping the championship again, and then we could have got the classic John Cena CM Punk where they drop it to each other once or twice. You know what I'm saying? Because I think Randy Orton has the potential to hit at least 16-time champion, or he should at least.
He's definitely going to win one more championship, 1 or 2 before he retires. But he's still got a couple more years left in him. John's giving it out now, but that don't mean Randy's done.
Fair enough. And then, CM Punk's got to get that
Sure,
championship.
they'll give him one soon. He's really popular right now, right? So, ever since his return at the Survivor Series,
Yeah.
Survivor Series 2021, 22, I don't remember.
I think.
But regardless, he's been real big ever since he's came back, and he had this whole feud going on with Seth and Drew McIntyre, which I've loved both of those. So he'll get his title at some point too, sure.
So with that being said, let's move forward from John Cena. He is the GOAT, and I think
Undisputed.
I was gonna say it's undisputed now.
We never really, we did a GOAT talk on the last episode. Go check it out. But we never did one for the WWE. You know that? I was watching it back. We never did GOAT WWE. We did MLB, NBA, and NFL, but we never covered the WWE for our GOATs. We didn't even make a Mount Rushmore even. Not even like a contending list.
Huh. Well, maybe that's something we should do
Definitely.
towards the end of this episode.
We might.
So stay tuned.
We'll probably do that later, actually. But anywho.
Yeah, so moving forward, let's look into the other big topic, which is kind of going like wildly left field. El Grande Americano.
Brings you back to the Mr. America days. You know what I'm talking about? When Hogan dressed up as
Yeah.
that in that luchador mask, everyone was like, who is it? It was clearly Hogan, right? But I'm gonna be honest with you, as stupid as it is with El Grande Americano, I mean everybody thinks it's Chad Gable, right? But I'm not fully convinced he is, if I'm being honest. I don't know. It looks like him, but I can't tell.
I feel like there's 2 people doing it. You know what I'm saying?
Mm.
Like, it's like a Bella Twins kind of thing, where it's like they have the same thing where they put makeup on to make it look like they have the same tattoos, the same whatever. and they wear the same boots. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
But at the end of the day, I think that they're gonna eventually bring somebody in. I really want them to have like a mask for mask match.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying?
For sure.
The last time I think I remember watching one of his matches, because I haven't really stayed that up to date with him, was when he fought Dragon Lee. Was that at WrestleMania?
At WrestleMania, it was
because he was supposed to fight Rey Mysterio.
Yeah, it was supposed to be Rey.
Dragon Lee, correct?
No, it was Rey Phoenix.
What was it?
Yeah, the new one that he's been getting a push too.
Gotcha. So I remember when he ripped off Dragon Lee's mask, right?
Mm-hmm.
So I think he needs to have a mask for mask match like they used to do back in the day. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Where the winner gets to demask the loser. I think Chad Gable, El Grande Americano, is gonna get demasked, and it's gonna turn out it's gonna be Chad Gable, and then another El Grande Americano is gonna run in, and it's gonna be somebody different, or like the real El Grande Americano. You know what I'm saying?
Something like that. Yeah.
That's my projection for his future. I actually think I like El Grande Americano better than I like Chad Gable, so I really want them to be two different people.
I liked Chad Gable when he was with Otis and the Shoosh. Yeah, I liked that, but ever since he kind of went to American Made, I've hated him since.
Yeah,
I know that's what he's designed to be, but still, I just don't like him.
I love me some Otis though. For real. That's my dog.
He's awesome.
I know he's like super fat, but like I like that guy.
Big boy wrestlers matter, brother.
I feel like he's definitely like he's packing, brother.
Yeah.
And by packing, I mean he's packing a fudge ton of muscle under that big belly. That's why I like Otis, really. But yeah, I definitely think that, like what I said with El Grande. What are your thoughts on El Grande Americano?
I'm gonna be honest. Like I said, I don't know that it is Chad Gable. I don't honestly think it is. Most people are telling me it is, but honestly, like you said, I kind of hope it's not him. If I'm being frankly honest, but it might be. But at the same time, like you said, it could be multiple people because they showed that when he first kind of got introduced.
Exactly.
On that Monday Night Raw, they showed El Grande getting pushed out of the arena
while Chad
was in the interview. Yeah. So there's a good possibility it's not him. You know what I mean?
Well, they're just two people. Yeah.
I agree. So I hope it's not him, frankly, but we'll see. And a mask versus mask match, like you said, would be really cool. So hopefully,
who do you ship that with though? Like, who should you fight for the mask versus mask?
Well, I want it to be somebody that's gonna win, obviously. So then they'll take Americano will lose the mask, so we can see who it is. So I don't think it should be someone like Rey because Rey's kind of had his whole career. I think they need to give somebody more like a push, like Rey Phoenix.
I could see that.
You know what I mean? Like he's getting popular slowly. Or Penta. Penta would be cool, even though he's kind of already big. I think that'd be a cool one. Help him out a little bit more, just a little bit.
I heard that they're gonna put. Isn't it Penta and Rey Phoenix are like brothers or something like that?
Something like that. I don't know.
Supposedly they're gonna do like those two as a tag team at some point, is what I've heard. But that could just be rumors.
There's a lot of rumors that happen.
So that could be cool, and that could be like a mask versus mask kind of tag team match. But I low-key hope Dragon Lee gets his revenge on El Grande Americano.
Yeah, me too.
Rips his mask off one time so that way we can see that it's not Chad Gable.
And
then
else.
Michael Cole will shut up about it's Chad Gable. It's not Chad Gable. Speaking of Michael Cole, last Monday night.
TJ McConnell jersey.
Yeah, that was kind of funny.
It was.
Because he's a big Knicks fan, and the Pacers beat the Knicks.
Pat made him a deal. Said, Pacers win, Michael Cole will wear a tank top, and Pat gave him a TJ McConnell jersey. And if the Knicks won, which they didn't, even though we knew they weren't, Pat said he'd go in like a full clown suit or something like that. Or something like that.
Something crazy.
So
go Pacers.
Go Sirs. We'll get more into that in a different time. But yeah,
for sure.
Pacers.
But that was actually like comedy gold. I'm not gonna lie. When he like stood up and slowly took it off, the way Pat was like cheering and yelling, awesome.
For sure.
Pat McAfee. So moving forward, as we know, the last time we talked about WWE was back at like around WrestleMania time,
a little before.
So we all know that Becky Lynch came back, Mr. Zeke's GOAT.
Yeah.
Women's GOAT. Miss Goat.
Yeah, and the misses of the goats. I love Becky a lot. So yeah, yeah, she's back. She came back and teamed with Lyra.
That's my goat for the women's division currently. Well, her and Liv, but
And I was gonna say, hold your horses there, buddy. That's not what you told me off camera.
her and Liv.
That's
Probably
that's
the
that's
top
more
two.
accurate.
Current on the roster currently, I would say, in my opinion.
No, it's Becky. Just saying.
I do like how they had a little feud between the two Irish ladies. That was a good feud because Lyra's Irish, and the surprise team up at WrestleMania was pretty good.
Which we knew when Bailey had gotten injured, we knew someone new was coming in. It was a very small list, but we all knew all the different possibilities, and Becky was one of them, right? It was Becky or Alexa Bliss or Nikki Bella was talked about. I'm sure there was more, but those were the ones I obviously heard, and I was hoping for Becky, and she came back. And then the next Monday after Mania turned heel and has been heel ever since. How do you feel about that heel turn?
I think it was deserved. I think she deserves a heel turn. Realistically, she is better as a heel in my personal opinion.
Really?
Because I've never really liked her that much, so it's kind of easy for me to say, go ahead and be a heel. You know what I'm saying? Because I've liked other ones other than her. So to me, that was just where she fit right now in the WWE script, where we have a bunch of face women, but we don't have any heel women really. So
not any crazy bad heels. Like Liv, I think, and Raquel are technically heels, but
everybody loves them. You know what I'm saying? So they technically are like a face. You know?
And same thing with Roxanne Perez. I think she's a heel right now. But some people don't like her, but I like her. She's, I think, listed as a heel right now, technically. But I don't think she really has been a heel yet.
Isn't she the one that's
she's
low-key trying to get Dom?
Yeah, she's the one that's giving him chicken nuggies right now. Yeah, that's her.
That was awesome.
That's her.
Yeah.
She handed him a box and opened it.
Oh, Daddy Dom, you want chicken nuggies?
So there you go. Yes, the chicken nugget girl, if you want to put her that way.
That's just setting up a feud low key. So I think she is a heel and lives kind of like the baby face essentially.
You know what? Hold on. How does Dom? No offense, but out of all the men in the WWE, this dude's got 4 of the hottest women in the WWE under his belt: Rhea, Liv, Roxanne, and Tiffy. What am I doing wrong, Tien? Help me.
It's a TV show, brother.
Yeah, you're right.
Confidence is key, though. So keep that in mind for your future.
All right, we're getting off topic. Back to Becky. Back to Becky. So yeah, she's heel now, and she's going for the title belt from Lyra. She lost it at I don't remember what the event was.
Saturday night?
Was it Saturday night's main event? Maybe, but she lost it there. Obviously, there's not any title changes there ever. No, it's Backlash.
Was it Backlash? I would say Saturday night main event is a pointless event.
Yeah, it was Backlash, and so
which pisses me off because it needs to become
because every single one thus far they haven't had a single title change for any of them or anything interesting really, other than just an
it just
event
just pushes the storyline a small bit forward.
It's just essentially like another Monday night or Friday night show.
Yeah.
That's all it is pretty much. But anyway, she's fighting tomorrow, Lyra, for the title again. What do you think about it? You think she's gonna win it?
Potentially, I think. I could see it happening. I would say maybe that would make her the second ever women's Intercontinental Champion. I could see that. They just want to add history to her, to be honest. I mean, rightfully so, but at the same time, I think she's a main card, not a mid card fighter.
Oh, definitely.
So, her having the feud with Lyra is kind of, we're just waiting until this feud's over so she can go and fight. She's going to win the championship, right? So that way she can drop it and push somebody else over, essentially.
For sure. I mean, like you said,
Lyra's already set. You know what I'm saying?
Becky doesn't really need this push anymore. She's, like you said, she's not really a mid-carder. I mean, she literally was the first women's main eventer of WrestleMania and won Becky two belts, right? When she was both the SmackDown and Raw Women's Champion when they still had those titles. Do they still have them? I can't remember. Yeah, I know, because they just have the undisputed one now for both the men's division and the women's division. Anyway, she holds, I think, other than, I don't know how many Trish Stratus holds, but she holds more title belts than almost any women other. And Charlotte might be up there, too. I don't know.
I can see that. Charlotte's crazy push for no reason.
Yeah, I don't even want to get into that. And it might trigger a lot of people, but the only reason she's won as many titles as she has is because her dad's Ric Flair. That's 100%. The only reason she's as big as she is.
I agree, 100%.
If her father had never joined the WWE, she would be maybe, at best, a mid-carder with a couple titles under her name. That's it.
Yeah.
And that's a big maybe.
I agree. I don't think she deserves all that she's gotten, but that's personal opinion. So, but
anyway,
with that being said, let's stay in the women's division and somebody that hasn't came back in a while. Let's talk about AJ Lee.
AJ Lee
and potential storylines for that. So I could see like a CM Punk and Seth Rollins storyline where they both get their wives involved.
Yeah, it could work. Like you said, they've already got a little feud going on right now, right?
Right. So just adding the wives to it could make a bunch of difference. I think hit up like a Stephanie McMahon, you know what I'm saying, John Cena, Nikki Bella kind of thing.
Absolutely.
You know what I mean? Where John Cena was poking fun at Stephanie. Stephanie comes out and slaps him, and then Nikki comes out and whoops her butt. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
It could hit something like that, and then like a mixed gender tag team at another PLE or something, or Monday Night Raw or whatever, and it could go from there. I mean, I could definitely see that happening. Although she hasn't returned yet, and likely she's not going to return, but we don't know.
I mean, they've had multiple opportunities to bring her back. Which is what sucks. I mean, she could have came back at many Rumbles. There's been multiple since she's left. She could have came back at Mania, even this year, right? With the whole, like I said, Bayley got injured. Somebody was coming back. AJ Lee could have been that person. It's not very likely, but yeah, it's possible.
I would have loved to see her come back at the Rumble.
Me too.
But
would have been cool.
Obviously she didn't. With that being said, I don't know that they will use the AJ Lee storyline, but it could be very cool and a really cool thing for the fans to get. I will say that CM Punk did disprove all the rumors going into Royal Rumble. You remember? He was like, she's not coming back. She's at home with our kids. You know what I'm saying? So,
but you can never really trust.
You can't trust him. But I think CM Punk's one of the guys that's like
more genuine about it. Yeah,
I'm gonna tell you guys the truth. Like she is or she isn't.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
I mean, they kind of hinted at this before Becky came back, when Seth and Punk had this. They were building it up till Mania before they had their triple threat against Roman. They had started. I knew they went off script a lot. Them two did. They got really personal with their arguments. Because I don't know if you know this, but they have a little bit of real hate towards each other, outside the ring. They genuinely do have a little bit of hate against each other. Now, obviously, they still have respect, co-workers. But yeah, if you watch interviews of Seth or Punk, they will both even admit it that they have a little bit of hate towards each other. So they. That's one thing. And then secondly, like I said, on the Monday Night Raw, building up to it, I don't remember how it got brought up, but in some way AJ Lee had got brought up and they were arguing about her, and then Becky put something on Twitter about it, and then it started a whole other feud. So, like you said, to storyline wise, it's pointing all to it that they should bring both the wives into it. You know what I mean? It would make a lot of sense. It would be really cool to see them both.
It would be a really good storyline, in my opinion. And then you can bounce off of that any way you want it, and then AJ Lee would be back.
Absolutely.
As long as she would stay back, though, you know what I'm saying? I don't want her to come back for 2 matches and then leave again.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like a Nikki Bella kind of thing.
I'm waiting for her to still have her fight. I'm waiting for it.
That's what I'm saying. She literally came back at the Rumble and then has not been seen since.
We haven't seen her since what was that, February?
Yeah.
At the Rumble? Yeah, February 1st.
So it's WWE, what are you doing? Nikki Bella, what are you doing? Figure it out. Stop teasing the fans. You know what I'm saying? Like, either you're coming back or you're not. And then Brie Bella, figure it out, girl. You need to come back too.
Yeah, there was rumors about her. I mean, she is with a wrestler, Jay O'Brien, I think is who she's married to. So, but yeah, I mean, either one of them, bring back the Bella twins, man.
Yeah, that would be a pretty cool thing.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna lie. So, speaking on bringing people back, have you heard the recent developments about Saraya, formerly known as Paige, in the WWE?
A little bit, not a ton, but I've heard about it slightly. You want to fill me in on it?
Yeah, so essentially, she used to fight at AEW, right?
Mm-hmm.
All Elite Wrestling, in case you didn't know, for you guys. She used to fight there. She just got released from there, stepped away from wrestling because she felt like she didn't know where her place was in wrestling, and she thought it was time to like call it quits, essentially. And then recently there was something talking about she would love to come back as Paige, though, potentially, or Saraya in the WWE. And so now we're just kind of waiting to see what she does. That was basically the last development, was that she kind of wanted to come back to WWE, but she wasn't sure yet. So we're kind of just waiting on that. What are your opinions on her?
I mean, we could absolutely use another woman in the women's division, right? I mean, I don't necessarily think the WWE needs her. Essentially, I mean, for as far as I'm really thinking about it, unless I mean, everybody's really kind of set up right now in the women's division. Everyone's kind of got like a rivalry going on right now, for the most part.
Yeah, I agree. I like Paige personally.
I mean, she's cool, but I don't really know her very well, if I'm being completely honest. So I can't really say I'm a fan. You know what I mean?
No, I wasn't a fan. She was a heel the whole time. She was almost like a Rhea Ripley. You know what I'm saying? Always wore the dark.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Dark lipstick, black hair. You know what I'm saying? Would go a little psycho here and there, which was kind of a good thing for her. Gave her a push. And her and Natalya had a pretty good and long rivalry when she was in the WWE.
Oh, yeah, I do remember her, actually.
For a little while. But I definitely think that it would help some storylines, maybe. And just, it could be cool to see her back in the WWE.
And that's what I'm saying.
As Paige or Saraya.
It would be cool to see her. We don't necessarily need her, but I think it would be, cool to bring back a former, from, I don't know what you'd call that era of wrestling when she was in it. What era? I mean, because she was
like the teens, right? The 20 teens.
Yeah, because she was like at the tail end and early
like
start of like the scratch WWE logo. But it seems like, from what I'm seeing, she was also there a lot for like the current modern day logo. Like, you understand what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
Because they kind of made it that logo in roughly 2013, 2014?
Something like that.
So, yeah.
It would definitely be cool to see that. And I mean, the women's division's ever growing, right? We just got 2 new signees and Roxanne Perez coming over to Raw, Monday Night Raw. And then you got Stephanie Vaquer, who came back to Monday Night Raw as well from NXT. Which those are good people to have on the brand, but at the same time, like, the more the merrier, really. You know what I'm saying?
That's what I'm saying.
Especially if WWE's trying to start the new Evolution show, you know what I'm saying?
Oh, yeah. I heard rumors about that.
Yeah, they teased that. So if they're going to try and start that, you're going to need a lot more women, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, because that's just literally just all women. Nothing but women matches. So
right,
yeah.
And I mean, I'm in to watch that, you know what I'm saying?
For sure.
For all the right reasons and none of the wrong reasons, of course. But I'm down for the show, really.
Yeah, for sure.
The crossovers could be crazy, you know what I'm saying?
Absolutely.
Pull people from AEW, TNA, whatever, NXT, and throw them into Evolution, you know what I'm saying? Plus, it gives you, like, a place where even some of the legends can go back to, you know what I'm saying?
Definitely.
And that way they don't have to, not that they would, like, cloudy up the WWE, but to have a legend come back, you know what I'm saying, for a one-off match is a lot harder in WWE than it is, you know what I mean, potentially is in, like, a brand new startup Evolution, you know what I'm saying, where it's all women. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, Trish Stratus could come back and easily have a match.
And she has multiple times since she's retired. I mean, she
Right.
came back at the Royal Rumble, and we have seen her fight with Tiffy
It's Tiffy time.
She fought with Tiffy against who did she fight?
Charlotte.
Charlotte? Was it Charlotte? I can't.
Charlotte in Canada.
It was in Canada, yeah.
That was at the PLE.
They wore the Maple Leafs jerseys, remember?
Yeah, that was the PLE.
Yeah, but
That was Backlash.
yeah, it was Backlash then? Yeah. So yeah, but yeah, you get what I mean. So
yeah, but Evolution would be a really cool show. And speaking of brand crossover, obviously it's been going on for a little while now, but WWE has signed like crossover deals with TNA, I believe, and then Lucha Dragons, Lucha Underground,
something like that. Yeah.
that. And then they also just bought another Lucha program or whatever.
Really?
Yeah, they had announced it on one of the PLEs, but I forget what it was called. But so Lucha Underground can cross over, TNA can cross over. We've already seen TNA cross over a few times with Joe Hendry, at WrestleMania Royal Rumble.
Because he literally came out with the TNA title at the Rumble. Remember?
And at WrestleMania.
Yeah, he came out with it both times.
Yeah, I mean that's cool. I love it. What's your thoughts on the crossovers?
I think it's cool. I mean, it gives more of like a what's the word it gives more of a variety, I guess you could say. I mean, you get more wrestlers in there. And, I mean, it's really helping a lot of these guys out. I mean, it's like big with Joe Hendry. I mean, he complete nobody, and then he just comes out of here out of nowhere and he's insane. You know what I mean?
I wouldn't say that nobody. I think a lot of people know that, you say his name and he appears and it's Joe Hendry. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, but I'd be lying if I said, like, the few months before the Royal Rumble, when he first came back, or when he first came to NXT, I had no idea who he was. I'm being so honest.
Oh, yeah?
I heard...
Say his name and
he appears. I believe in Joe Hendry. I love Joe Hendry, though. He's cool. He's got a good theme song.
I love his theme song. It gets me going all the time. I'm not a fan, but
good song.
Just the theme music is awesome.
And sometimes that's all you need. Good theme. Yeah.
I'm a little behind on WWE stuff, but I will say that when at WrestleMania, when Joe Hendry fought Randy Orton, that was probably the funniest and best match I've ever seen at a WrestleMania.
That was one of the best matches of that whole Mania.
Oh,
it was a super underwhelming WrestleMania. I had so much more hope for it.
I did too, especially the John Cena feud, but I digress.
Yeah, for sure.
It's definitely WWE is definitely climbing right now. The brand crossover is going to be awesome. Bringing in the extra luchadors is going to be even better. You know what I mean? Just allowing the brand to prosper and go outside of its bounds is a new and foreign concept for a lot of people. You know what I'm saying? And it helps boost other brands as well as it helps boost the WWE itself. You know what I mean? I think that the more luchas is the better.
I did set my
luchas are cool. I mean, I like me some high flying and rope jumping and stuff like that.
Let's be honest, though. Think for a second. Rey Mysterio is what set all those guys up, though. You know what I'm saying?
100%. Rey Mysterio, and then, Eddie Guerrero did a pretty good job back in the day. Evan Bourne did a pretty good job back in the day. You know what I mean?
Yeah, for sure.
Back in the day, there was a bunch of them. That's all wrestling was.
But now more towards the, well, I wouldn't say modern day. There's quite a bit.
And now there's quite a bit more.
But if you went back, I don't know, roughly
okay,
I don't know, a couple years ago.
Real talk, would Vader be considered a luchador because he never showed his face because he always had a mask? Is that correct? Would he be considered a luchador? Down in the comments, you let us know.
I don't.
Me personally, I don't think he's considered it, but I think that would be awesome if he was. Because could you imagine like a 275-pound dude claiming I'm a lucha?
No, I don't necessarily think he is. It's like almost like Kane. Like,
I guess that's fair.
Like Kane, he's shown his face, I guess, but the type of mask Kane had, It's like that kind of. It's a little different.
But that's kind of how Rey Mysterio's mask was. Sort of.
Not really. Not Kane's.
Sometimes.
Vader's maybe, but not Kane's.
Yeah, that's what I was going to say. Anyway, regardless of that, going into our last segment for today, you want to create a Mount Rushmore of our top WWE.
Well, let's
let's
split hand me that whiteboard. Hand me that whiteboard because I'm gonna do what we did.
Oh, we can't erase that.
You want to leave it?
Tough logo.
I will leave it then. I guess we'll do what we did with your dad.
Yeah, that's
on
fine.
that episode. Make sure you go check it out. Do you have?
Let's split I have women and men.
Okay,
I think those are two different.
We'll do women's first because I think that's not as long, and then we'll do men. Because men, I could probably say like 7 or 8 honorable mentions. So we'll get into that in a second. So
let's start with I'm just gonna say top 4.
Okay.
And then we're going top 4 of all time.
All time.
Okay.
Absolutely.
All right. Are you ready for my top 4?
I am.
It's gonna be crazy.
I'm nervous. There's at least 2 people I expect to hear.
All right, I'm going Trish Stratus.
Absolutely couldn't agree more. She definitely deserves a spot.
She's got to be up there. Unpopular opinion. I'm going Lita.
Okay. I feel like I should be more mad about this, but I can see it. I think she's at least an honorable mention. I don't know that I would put her in my top 4. I mean, maybe. But I can respect that. But I'll let you finish, but I can respect that.
Okay, yeah. Then we'll go. I got a few honorable mentions here. Or 1 or 2 I'm going to give out. Okay. Michelle McCool is an honorable mention for me.
That's fair.
She's tough. You know what I'm saying? I'm going to give an honorable mention to
I don't know. There's a lot. You got to think about it.
I'm going to give an honorable mention to Becky Lynch is another honorable mention that I got to give out. Okay. Then I'm going to go Liv Morgan is in my top.
Is an honorable
4.
mention?
No, is in my top 4.
Whoa.
She's been the champion enough that she's okay in my book.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
How many times has she held the championship? Do you know? Because I don't. It's a few, though. Like 5 or 6 at least.
It's definitely a few times, yeah.
Right? And then, I'm going to give an honorable mention to Natalya. Just because she carried the women's division for a while. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm. That's fair.
And then I'm going to go with my last. I think I want to give out one more honorable mention.
Who's that?
All right. Hold on. Let me think. I'm trying to think real quick. I know my Liv Morgan pick was a bad pick for you, wasn't it?
Yeah. I love Liv, but I don't think she's top 4.
She's my top 4 because she makes me enjoy wrestling. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, yeah. She makes it way a lot. That's
kind of how I judge my top 4.
That's fair.
Is who makes me want to watch wrestling more.
But you also got to contribute people with talent too, because if we go back to our whole NFL thing, obviously we all kind of agreed with Brady, but at the end of the day, if you go back to my Colts-Patriots rivalry, I hate Tom Brady. I hate him, but he was amazing, and I can't take that away from him.
No, that's fair, but he's a little bit different because more about the acting.
Definitely.
Okay, so I'm just gonna give you my last top 4. I'm going Nikki Bella. That's my
Great
last
answer.
Top 4.
I can absolutely agree with that.
She was carrying the women's division for a while as well, and so she's got to be up there for me. My last honorable mention would have to go to Charlotte Flair just because she is very talented.
That's fair. I can give you that one.
And has held a lot of records and
absolutely.
So,
I think
yours.
I think for mine, obviously Trish is up there.
100%.
Same thing with you on that one. She definitely deserves a spot. Probably one of the most famous women's wrestlers of all time. I'm gonna say it because I love her. Becky's got to be up there for me. She was ranked number 1 by Sports Illustrated. I love Becky. I think she deserves a spot. She broke history, becoming the first women's wrestler.
That's what we should do.
It's not that funny.
No, that's what we should do. We should rank Sports Illustrated swimsuit models.
Next episode.
Welcome
back to Game Station. Today we're ranking Sports Illustrated bikini magazines.
Oh, okay. Continue. Sorry, that just crossed my mind. That was funny.
So Trish, Becky, I'll say Nikki. I think Nikki deserves a spot up there, but I also am just a big fan of her. And then for my 4th spot, and I'll do my honorable mentions last. Probably. I'm gonna say this, and I don't know if you're gonna agree with this because I don't even think you said her as an honorable mention. And I'll explain my reason why first. I think she kind of like Trish was just so iconic and had such an impact during her time. I'm gonna have to say China.
I could see that her being an honorable mention.
So, now for some more honorable mentions, I'm gonna say Charlotte Flair, obviously.
Yeah, understandable.
Lita, I'll say her as well. I'm gonna say Alexa Bliss. I think she's been there for a while, or long enough to be a somewhat honorable mention. AJ Lee, probably. Who else did you say? Because there were some of them on there I agree, but I can't remember everybody.
Michelle McCool.
Oh yeah, Michelle McCool, definitely.
Layla was pretty good too.
What about Maurice?
See, I don't think she contributed that much to like WWE. You know what I mean? She was just the Miz's wife.
Ms. Wife, yeah.
You know what I mean? And then she was just that one heel that everybody hated because she cheated her way through everything. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
I could see Melina up there though. Do you remember Melina? She used to wear all like the Indian suits and stuff.
Oh, yeah.
And the big suits. Yeah, I could see her. Man, there's a lot of divas that like, or no, not divas, women's wrestlers that I forgot. But they used to be called divas. You know what I'm saying?
It was called I mean, they had the Divas Championship for a while.
But that, man, back in the day when they were the divas, there was a lot of good wrestlers back then.
Mm-hmm.
Like, they were getting it on. You know what I'm saying? They were wrestling well. It was awesome.
So that's probably my women's list. So to summarize it, my list was Trish, Becky, Nikki, and who was my fourth? I don't even. Oh, China. Who's yours?
Liv Morgan.
Liv. You said who? Just Liv. All right.
Liv, Michelle McCool. Then I had Trish and who did I have? Nikki Bella.
Nikki Bella. All right. Let's cover the men's one because this one's going to take a little bit longer. I know.
Crazy.
I did pull up a list for this one, and there's at least 20 people I think deserve spots. So do you want to start or you want me to start this time?
I'll start.
Do you need to see this list too? You might want to pull it up even.
Yeah.
There's a lot.
Slide that over here. I already know who I'm going for, at least two of them. Yeah, okay.
Are you doing your four and then honorable mentions, or just a little bit of both? Or
I'm gonna do my four and then honorable mentions.
All right, let's hear it.
I'm going Undertaker.
Absolutely.
I'm going John Cena.
100%.
I'm going. Ooh.
I think we've actually had this talk before.
I'm going Stone Cold.
Definitely deserves a spot.
And then I'm going.
This is where I think me and him are different.
I'm going Randy Orton or CM Punk next.
Punk? Really? Top four. I could see Randy. I could see
I guess it's more between Randy, Edge, and Roman Reigns, really, because those three carried the brand when CM Punk and John Cena were gone. Mm-hmm. After John Cena and CM Punk carried it, you know what I'm saying, for a long time. Stone Cold carried it for a while, you know what I'm saying, back in the yep. And then John Cena took over, and then he carried it for a while, and then passed it on to one of those guys. So I guess for my last one, I'm going Randy Orton. My honorable mentions, I'm going to have, obviously, Roman Reigns, got to put in there. I got to have Edge in there. You know, Rey Mysterio, Eddie Guerrero, even Bret Hart, obviously. So those are my honorable mentions, and then my top four.
All right, I'm going to give you mine. I think our top four are very, very similar with one change. So, Undertaker, I think he deserves a spot. History maker. He's set so many amazing things for the WWE, one of the most iconic wrestlers ever.
100%.
Right? I think he definitely deserves a spot. Then, obviously, I think the GOAT probably out of every wrestler, John Cena, right? He done a lot for the WWE.
Arguably, yeah.
He's probably the most iconic wrestler ever, though. If I had to guess, because the amount of you can't see me, that joke has been going on for years and years and years and years. Like,
and the Fruity Pebbles.
With The Rock at Mania 28.
Is cooking.
Steve Austin,
Mm-hmm.
What? So great wrestler.
One beer.
What?
I had 2 bears.
What?
And a shot of vodka.
Okay. And then this is
Not
where
12 this time.
I'm going different. I'm saying the Hulkster because I know he's a very controversial guy, but I'm saying Hogan mostly because I think he kind of set up WWE with Vince. I know, again, both are not amazing people for most people, but I think he set up a lot of the WWE. He's had some of the most iconic matches ever between, him and Andre the Giant. I think all I'm trying to say is I think he was just the starting piece that shot the business up. So I think he deserves that number 4 spot. Now, my honorable mentions, and then we'll give input on each other's. Shawn Michaels. I think he deserves a spot. Randy Orton definitely deserves a spot. Roman Reigns, I'll give it to him too. I mean, he's kind of like the modern day, the current day. Almost Cena in a way.
Sort of.
Kind of.
The only reason I gave him an honorable mention was just because he did carry the company for years.
He did all the way up until essentially last year. So
yeah, exactly.
I'll give him that. I'll say Mick Foley. I think he deserves at least an honorable mention.
Yeah, I agree. He's pretty good. Not that he was good, but he was very iconic. But most of his iconic matches came with 2 other icons, whether that being The Undertaker or The Rock.
Yeah, for sure. And, since you brought it up, I'll give Rock an honorable mention. I think most of his career, honestly, is Hollywood. But, he had some good matches against Steve and Hogan, or Hollywood Hogan, back at WrestleMania X7.
Yeah, he had some good matches against Stone Cold. And they put on a show for a little while, too.
Yeah, for sure. Back when he was, bad guy Rock, when he still had a little bit of hair left. So, you know what? Yeah.
We'll give that Rock an honorable mention. Yeah. Today's Rock, get lost, chat.
Honestly, I don't know if you'll agree with this, but I think Triple H needs an honorable mention just because he's still currently part of the business and he's been around for a very long time.
I can see that.
So I think
although a lot of his matches again were with icons though, so low key made him iconic because he had matches again with Mick Foley, Shawn Michaels. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. The DX.
Absolutely.
I would put DX up there.
Yeah, I love that.
If we're doing like groups, you know what I'm saying? I'd put DX up there.
Definitely.
That was a good little faction in the WWE.
For sure.
That's what we should do sometime. We should rank the factions.
Yeah.
Stay tuned if you want to see that.
Yeah, we'll do that. We can, D-Generation X, The Shield, Bella Twins. I don't know. Anything. We'll do that.
The Bella Twins wouldn't be a faction because that was only 2. You know what I mean? Well, a faction is like
I guess D-Generation X did have 3 because they had
4. They had Shawn, Triple H, X-Pac, and the other guy, I forget his name. Oh, Road Dogg.
Yeah. All right, fair enough. But anyway, point is, I think my last one, I just think he deserves a somewhat honorable mention. Just because I know he did win a lot of titles and he did a lot. I'll say Ric
Flair. How did I know?
Yeah. I'm not a big fan of them, but he deserves a spot.
I think he got overhyped at some point, and they gave him his extra championship to be the guy.
I can't take that away from him. He won the titles because you could also say that for Cena.
I guess that's fair. So. In about 25 years, people will be saying that probably. John Cena's about 70. But now that he's only like 50 and he's finishing his story, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Speaking of that, Cody Rhodes could be up there.
Yeah, it would be a very, very small honorable mention for me though, only because he's been very, it's a cool story, my reason absolute nobody and then Dusty Rhodes being somebody and then him going to AEW and then coming right back to WWE being a star. But if you give it another year or 2, I could probably agree with you on that.
Well, my reasoning is just because of what he did for wrestling in general, right? Like, he created his own brand. He walked away from the WWE and said, I don't need you guys. Watch this. Made his own brand. Got super big on his own brand. Wrestled the independent circuit for years. You know what I'm saying? Then he comes back. You know what I'm saying? But even while he was there before, he was an Intercontinental Champion a few times. U.S. Champion once or twice. You know what I'm saying? Like, he's done his fair share at WWE while also paving a way for wrestlers in general.
Sure.
That's my thoughts on him, at least.
That's fair. I can agree with that. So, anyway, yeah, those are my honorable mentions. That's my list. I mean, like I said, we agreed pretty much a majority of it, other than you said. Who did you say? You said Steve, Cena, Undertaker, and who was your fourth person?
Randy Orton.
Randy. I said Hogan. That was the only difference. But anyway, I think. I think everybody we said are all fair answers.
Yeah, I agree. I mean, there's a lot of icons in the business, obviously. So, but
also, real quick, just because we're talking, I learned this the other day. Do you know Macho Man and Mick Foley are both from Indiana?
Did not know that.
Randy is from
St. Louis, Missouri.
Randy Savage.
Oh,
Not Randy Orton, but Randy Savage. He's from somewhere on the very edge of Indiana, and then Mick Foley's actually from Noblesville.
nice.
Yeah, so yeah, that's I don't know, little fun fact there for you. We're from Indiana. So anyway,
Well, I think that's gonna do it for us today, guys. If you enjoyed, smash the like button, subscribe, comment.
do anything to that button.
Well, tell us what you want to see next. If you want to see another episode that's all WWE,
I enjoyed it.
Let us know, and we'll get that going for you. Hopefully, our editor can figure this video out pretty quick.
Yeah, editor.
So, with that being said, thank you guys so much for watching, and we'll see y'all in the next episode. Peace!